Hello friends, I am Alpa Rajai, your today's instructor. So in this video, we will learn how to simply find the magnitude of acceleration if you know any of these entities: velocity, distance, time, mass, force and gravity. So let's begin. The first method of finding the magnitude of acceleration that we will cover here is based on velocity and time. That is from the definition of acceleration. As we all know, acceleration refers to the rate at which velocity changes, right? So we can write acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time interval. That is a is equal to delta v upon delta t. So if at time ti body's initial velocity is va and at time tf body's final velocity is vf, then acceleration can be given by a is equal to vf minus vi upon delta t. Here vertical lines stand for the magnitude of vector, or we can say the absolute value of the vector, which is always positive. Here we are using absolute value of velocity to get absolute value of acceleration, that is magnitude of acceleration. Let's look at an example. Assume you are driving a car with a speed of 54 km per hour. When you apply the brake, after 5 seconds, you will be pushed back into your seat and car will come to a stop. So what will be the acceleration of car? Let's find the acceleration of the car. As car is already moving, its initial velocity vi is equal to 54 km per hour. So converting into meter per second, we will get 15 meter per second. Now as you apply the brake, car will stop. Thus its final velocity vf is equal to 0 meter per second, and here the time interval delta t is equal to 5 seconds, right? So acceleration is equal to vf minus vi upon delta t, that is equal to absolute value of 0 minus 15 upon 5. As we know, absolute value is always positive, thus absolute value of 0 minus 15 will give us plus 15, right? So we will get 15 upon 5 is equal to 3 meter per second square. Thus the magnitude of acceleration of the car is 3 meter per second square. Now what if you have velocity and distance and you want to find magnitude of acceleration? So let's see how to find magnitude of acceleration if you have velocity and distance. Finding magnitude of acceleration from velocity and distance is possible with the help of third kinematic equation of motion, which is given by v square is equal to u square plus 2ad, where v is the final velocity of object and u is the initial velocity of object and d is the distance covered by the object. Thus we can write v square minus u square is equal to 2ad. Making the acceleration the subject of equation, we get acceleration a is equal to v square minus u square upon 2d. Now let's consider an example. Suppose a train accelerates uniformly from rest and achieves a speed of 4 km per hour over a distance of 1 km. Then find the acceleration of train. Here the initial velocity of train is 0 km per hour as it is at rest. Then train achieves a speed of 4 km per hour. Thus its final velocity v is equal to 4 km per hour. To achieve this velocity from rest, it has covered distance of 1 km. Thus distance d is equal to 1 km. So now acceleration is equal to v square minus u square upon 2d. Putting the above value in this equation, we get acceleration is equal to 16 km square per hour square minus 0 km square per hour square divided by 2 into 1 km. Thus acceleration will be 16 divided by 2, which is equal to 8 km per hour square. Thus acceleration of train will be 8 km per hour square. Now let's see how to find the magnitude of acceleration if an object or body of mass m is subjected to force F. According to Newton's second law, if an body of mass m is accelerating under the effect of force, then the force is obtained by multiplying acceleration by the mass of body. So, how can you figure out what the magnitude of acceleration is? So, according to Newton's second law, force on a body is proportional to its acceleration, whereas mass is inversely proportional to acceleration. Thus, magnitude of acceleration is equal to magnitude of force divided by mass. Now let's see an example. Assume you are applying force of 12 Newton to a 3 kg object and a 6 kg object. Then in both cases, find the acceleration. Here we can see that the force applied to both objects is same, that is F equal to 12 Newton. Then let's first find the acceleration of object having mass 3 kg. Thus, the magnitude of acceleration of first object A1 is equal to F upon m1 is equal to 12 upon 3, which gives us 4 meter per second square. Now let's see what is the acceleration of object having mass 6 kg. Thus, the magnitude of acceleration of second object A2 is equal to F upon m2 is equal to 12 upon 6, which gives us 2 meter per second square. Now, despite of same force, both object has different acceleration. Object of mass 3 kg has higher acceleration than object of mass 6 kg. This happens because mass and acceleration are inversely proportional. Thus, as mass rises, acceleration decreases. Now we know that gravitational acceleration occurs when an object or body accelerates only due to the force of gravity, as in a free-falling body. So let's see how to find magnitude of acceleration due to gravity. According to Newton's second law, force is given by F is equal to ma. When the force is gravitational pull, however, the acceleration is gravitational acceleration, which is represented by letter g. As a result, the above equation can be written as F is equal to mg. Now, if we consider Newton's law of gravitation, then gravitational force can be given by F is equal to g mm upon r square, where capital G is the universal gravitational constant, which has value of 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square, and r is the distance between two objects. If we compare above two equations, the acceleration due to gravity can be written as g is equal to capital G capital M upon r square. Now consider a 50-gram ball is falling on a ground due to gravitational pull of the earth. Find its acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity on the surface of earth is given by g is equal to gm upon r square, where capital M is the mass of the earth, which is equal to 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg, and r is the radius of the earth, which is equal to 6.378 into 10 raised to 3 meter. Putting these values in above equation, we get g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, which is standard and accepted value of g near the surface of the earth. Furthermore, the above equation shows that gravitational acceleration on the surface of earth is determined by the mass of the earth rather than the mass of the object. As a result, under the influence of gravity, every object accelerates with the same value. Similarly, if we observe acceleration due to gravity on the moon's surface, then value will be 1.625 meter per second square, which is 1/6 of the value of Earth's surface.
Please visit our website lambdageeks.com for more articles on technology, engineering, mathematics, and various other domains. You can check our other website as well. We have features like YouTube Trends, Twitter Trends, Scientific Calculator, and many more other tools. If you like our video, please like, comment and share. If you have any questions, please comment and we will resolve your query.